GTA 6 is finally happening, man. It's actually existing. So, if you don't know, if you're living under some kind of rock here, so pretty much what happened recently was the fact that GTA 6, the first trailer, dropped and the world went absolutely insane over it. There was this whole thing about how this guy on Twitter leaked the trailer like 13 hours earlier than Rockstar put it out because they were going to do it like December 5th at 9 a.m. in American time or whatever. This guy puts it out on Twitter. Rockstar's like, okay, let's just release this anyway and let the whole world see it, right? And stuff like that, where it was happening. And then you also got the fact that this trailer got like 100 million views. It's got like 130 million views right now, I think. Like just a little bit over that. It got millions and millions of views, hour per hour sort of thing. And it broke a record where it got more views in 24 hours in a Mr. Beast video than Mr. Beast was tweeting about how, oh my god, GTA 6 broke a record of a video we made or whatever, and stuff like that. There's also been stuff to where there's people complaining about GTA 6, and if you know anything about GTA as a franchise, since the 90s or whenever GTA came out, right, people have been complaining about how it's too violent or this should be banned and all of that kind of stuff, and it even applies to GTA 6, right? And you get kind of that stuff where there's a lot of people complaining about it, but the world has definitely gone crazy over it, to say the least, especially because I mentioned that it got 100 million views and stuff like that. So how do I actually feel about this trailer? Well, I actually thought the trailer was amazing, and you've probably heard it on a million channels by now, but the graphics look amazing. It looks like Rockstar has definitely put a lot of work into this, especially coming off the fact that GTA 5 was 10 years ago and now we're here and we're finally getting the trailer, and you get to see like the new characters they're introducing, like Lucia and Jason, I think, and you get to see the location, and it's actually taking place in Vice City as well. Taking place in a similar city to Vice City, like in Miami. Miami was Vice City, and this is, I think the city was Leonardo, I think, or something like that. And there's been these videos where they're comparing it from GTA to real life, and then there's been GTA 6 compared to GTA Vice City. So there's been all of these videos of people been breaking down the trailer. But I'm not going to play the trailer itself because a lot of channels have already done this. There might be some copyright involved because Rockstar Games is a big company. I could always give them some credit, but I don't need to play it. You've already seen this on other channels, and so I think GTA 6 has potential of being like the biggest game of all time, especially because it's going to break a lot of world records, especially because it's going to make so many sales. I bet you there's going to be 200 million people going to be buying this game in the first 24 hours, 48 hours or something. I would not be surprised about that. But another interesting thing about this whole GTA 6 stuff, right? I already talked about how there's this controversial thing about, oh, GTA 6 is violent, and they've been saying this thing since the 90s and things of that nature. Well, there's even people that are also who don't even care about GTA 6. They're coming out of the woodworks and like, oh my god, there's a female protagonist in GTA, guys, no! Right, and there's all this stupid controversy around that where trying to cancel the game over a game that's actually it's coming out in 2025, right? And my thoughts on that, it's like, I don't really mind it's coming out in 2025. It's almost 2024. 2025 is going to fly in probably, and so you get that. But just to go back to that, right? So these people are pretty much saying that GTA 6 is woke, even though the game comes out in 2025. That's just silly, especially when you consider how I mentioned there was the whole thing with Lucia and how she's a female protagonist. The ironic thing is that she's quote unquote the first female protagonist, even though if you look it up online, there was actually four female protagonists in the first ever GTA game, where it was a bird's eye view perspective, and now we're going into this era where the graphics are crazy and stuff like that. So there's a lot to say and a lot to unpack. So I guess that is where I will leave that topic because there is a lot to talk about. But knowing the nature of the James Ramblin' Show, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes talking about GTA 6. I will continue this theme, Because once we dive outside of my thoughts on the GTA 6 trailer and how it's got good graphics and how there's this controversy about how it's woke, controversy about how it's too violent, or this kind of stuff, there was even stuff to do with how this guy is going to write a contract to his girlfriend because he wants to play GTA 6 for a whole week and stuff. So once you get outside of that, right, gaming,